Hey, so it's been a while since I've been back on here. Not much has changed. Ups and downs, highs and lows, inconsistency, exhaustion, overthinking. Don't really like talking about it all the time. But there have been a cool few revelations. For one, I'm super depressed right now. I am in a bad rut. It's been like 7 days. I mean, for one, I did go on holiday in Asia for a few weeks, and I came back, and apparently jet lag can exacerbate psychiatric disorders, which makes a lot of sense, but also for anybody who doesn't, who wouldn't be bummed? You're coming back from vacation, that kind of sucks. Back to the ordinary real world. So, but I did learn a couple of cool new things in Asia. Can't say that it's totally affected me positively because I'm sitting here super depressed, but I ran into this woman who had raised me when I was a child, and we were so happy to see each other, and I filled her in, and we said it in our language, and it sounded so much more powerful, but I said, I get really depressed and really excited, and she said, oh, I understand. You mean the smallest things affect you greater than they should. And I was like, yes, that's exactly it. That's what bipolar is. The smallest things affect us. That's why we get so depressed. That's why we get so excited and throw in expectations and love and work. I mean, then it gets real freaking complicated. Voila, bipolar. But when I was there, I saw a lot of poverty. I have some relatives that really had poverty, and they were making, like, some of these people are making the equivalent of buying an apple for breakfast a day. I mean, so I told myself when I came back, I would not for a second be depressed and count the amazing blessings that I have. Here I am 10 days later, totally depressed over nothing. I mean, I had to pull my own teeth to get out of bed to go to yoga today. And then I felt so great after yoga, so skinny that I ate. Then I ate too much. Then I ate more because I felt shitty. Then I was like, fuck it, let me just eat some sugar. And after all of it, I just feel like shit. But I know it's a chemical thing. A life coach told me that. I mean, I'm just not one of those people that can, like, look at an experience of poverty and make it change me, So she reminds me a lot. She says, this is not your fault. This is a chemical imbalance. This is something in your brain. It is wired differently. It is not your fault. You cannot help it. And I think the sooner that I can accept that, the better. I mean, I have this really bad stigma anyway with it. Like, I think it's like some big, great disease. There's a bakery down the street from my house, and the baker and I actually had a talk today. And it was really cool. He's psychic. But real talk, he pulls me to the side, and he's like, oh, you're bipolar. I know a lot of people who are bipolar. And I thought, oh, that's really cool. Like, one of the first few people that I've spoken aloud about it to that has been, like, very receptive to it. Unlike a family friend in Asia that when I said I'm bipolar, she was like, oh my gosh, really? And I'm like, that's just mean. There's no need to say it like that. But he proceeds to tell me that that bipolar people are different, that we have a sensitivity, and that it is also a gift, and that is often looked down upon. But it is a gift, and that we can use this gift to our advantage rather than let it strangle me, as he could tell. He said that bipolar people look at the world in black and white, and that can't so much look at the gray area, have the gray area, which isn't a negative thing, it's more like balance. But his successful bipolar friends have been the ones that stay away from the black side, that just stay away from any negativity, you know, that just anything that'll like lead them to spiral overthinking, you know, just stay on the side, like be over safe, right? Well, anyway, that was a really cool conversation, but another really cool revelation I had with my life coach recently is that she said that I have an obsessive nature, which makes sense because it is a typical characteristic of bipolar, but this one is particularly huge for me. The obese person, their whole life, they're going to have to deal with not eating that second or third meal. My whole life battle is going to be learning how to not be so obsessive. So awareness, right? Awareness can lead to practice, and practice can lead to freeing yourself, right, of some bad habit, right? I mean, progress and hope. When I called her in the midst of all this depressive blahness, she said, "You're uncomfortable. You equate discomfort with life or death." And she said, "It's not life or death. In any situation, think about it. If it does not affect your life or death, it's not worth getting upset over." So again, revelations, little progress, probably message when I'm not depressed. We'll see when that happens.